in front of the school children. He says he only likes to date white women.
Okay, based. Not sure why he's telling the children that.
Do it again, more loud. You gotta do it more like a bird, bro. Like, they can tell.
I'm not a bird, bro.
Yeah, but you can sound like one. Look.
Okay. I got this here. Let me see if you can see. Bowl of shit, quinoa, chicken, sweet potato. Because I'm using a meal prep service now. Whoa, what? Yeah. No more cooking for this guy. The meal looks pretty small though, doesn't it? So I might have to eat 2 at a time, but we do. They sent us plenty of food. So we'll see how that goes. But to eat this food, I've got some funny shit I want to show you guys. Check this out, dude. You know it's going to be funny because this is a clip about Kanye. Started watching it, but only 4 minutes because I went to sleep. I figured this will be a great thing to share with the people who want to watch me watch some goofy ass shit. This is a Bruce Rivers clip. If you don't know, Bruce Rivers is an attorney whose son gives him clips and he reacts to them from an attorney's perspective, gives you legal advice. Head of the Stop Self-Snitching movement. Very funny stuff. So without further ado, let's see what this is called. Kanye wanted to put a jail in Donda Academy. Criminal lawyer explains new lawsuits against Kanye. So I don't know much about Donda Academy, but you know Kanye. He's like, let me start a school. So he's fucking with the kids now. Is Kanye fucking with the kids? In a bad way? Let's take a look, bro. I'm not sure how good a job Kanye's doing with his own kids, letting them be musical artists and stuff like that. But who am I to talk? I haven't had kids yet. It's a hard job. Let's see what he's doing with other people's kids that go to his school.
Today we're reacting to Kanye West. Kanye West. Now you talk about a character.
Yeah,
I'm
Kanye
scratching
West.
my head at this guy.
So what I'm eating here, that's it's about 500 calories. Wait, but does it feel like 500? There is a lot of chicken in this shit, but as you can see, pretty shallow dish. So keep that in mind while we watch this. What I'm eating might be 500 calories, and I might have to eat my usual bowl of cereal after. Time will tell.
Kanye West is being sued. He's being sued by Cecilia Haley and Checkery Byers, and then also Trevor Phillips. These are former employees for the Donda Academy.
Delaware.
First of all, let's talk about Kanye for a second. Kanye, how do we put this? I think he would be the absolute most difficult client to have. He thinks he's a king. He's got all kinds of fanciful ideas. He likes to show up with a mask on, so you can't even see his face. He's definitely a different cat. Does his own thing.
Different cat.
That's all well and good.
Indeed.
Until you start involving other people. Until you're messing with children. So let's just kind of go over what the causes of action from these former employees. We've got retaliation, violation of labor code. Retaliation. So in other words, they reported him and he fucked with them. Discrimination based upon race. And here's the deal. He didn't like black people. He goes after the black people and super nice to the white people, according to these complaints.
Joke.
Violation of labor code, unlawful withholding of wages. My understanding of the withholding of wages claim is Adidas, withdrew, and then all of a sudden his bank held their funds, and anyway, and they weren't able to pay any people for a while. Violation of labor code, waiting time penalties. Violation of labor code. So what else? Inaccurate wage statements. And then you've got, for the next one, it's discrimination and violation of the Fair Employment and Housing Act. 2 counts of that. Retaliation again. Failing to take all reasonable steps to prevent discrimination, harassment, and retaliation in violation of the Fair Employment and Housing Act. Violation of a labor code whistleblower. And then violation of labor code violation. There's like several counts of that. Intentional infliction of emotional distress. Breach of an express oral contract to pay wages at a certain amount. He was offering like $100 an hour for one of the employees.
Okay.
So he's got all these different companies. He's got Yeezy, he's got Feezy, Speezy, Jeezy. I don't know what the
Easy, speezy, Jeezy, Feezy. Bruh, I actually ordered Yeezy Pods about a month and a half ago, dude. And guess who's still waiting on these damn sock shoes? This guy, bro. Let's take a minute to see if I can track them. Okay, confirmation. What the fuck are they? I don't mean to go on a tangent, but I bought these Yeezy feet just so I could show you guys if they're good shoes or not. I'm gonna make videos with them, maybe going on a run, wearing them to work, all kinds of other things to performance review them. And I'm so excited, but it's just, dude, like the excitement's like waning because it's been so long. Getting your order to be shipped as soon as possible. Notified when it's shipped. Wow. I don't think I've been notified, bro. But I don't even think it's shipped yet. All these damn drones trying to buy these socks, and I'm just another one. Oh well, whatever.
fuck you. But he's got a bunch of different companies. He puts out music, he puts out clothing, and I don't know how he makes so much money. He's a billionaire. Kanye is a billionaire. I mean, he's a big deal. And and I know a lot of people like him and whatever. But imagine working with the guy. I mean, let's just take a look and see what it would be like to work with Kanye.
Your trainer, hardly past you that, Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? And we hang around these niggas just for the money or some Mike Rubin shit. I slap the shit out of Mike Rubin. I see that.
Could you imagine working for the guy?
Yeah.
This sort of shit. Don't tell me about my fucking political opinion. I made more money to show you that money ain't nothing. It's our money, nigga. It's our country. It's like stolen from us. It's pyramids, nigga. Pyramids in St. Louis, nigga, Missouri. They stole it. All the shit. America just the latest bitch that been ran through so many times. The Greeks hit her. Mansa Musa hit her. We had her. The Indians and shit. The motherfucking pilgrims. They dress the same. It's the same shit. That's the story. They put us in the school. The Rothschilds.
Based. Based. Now he's onto something.
I know Jay-Z back here like.
One rumbles. So we could say anything about, but I'm not gonna say too much. I'm still learning.
They go down now. I've been here for a year.
Are you following this? Honestly, I mean,
it.
it's just the rant of somebody with bipolar. Honestly, I don't know if he's got bipolar or not.
Yeah, Bruce is definitely okay. Let's see.
But I mean, go through with this thread. I mean, it just doesn't make sense.
Who got the hospitals? These is.
Alright, what if I told you, like, bro, I don't think that's that hard to follow, bro. And some would say I'm not a high IQ individual. I think they're probably wrong. I have to take a test still, but I'm kind of smart. But after some brief study of the world and human nature, it seems like Kanye was just sort of talking about how there are people that control our country and let it get passed around, ran through, if you will. Right? We share our resources, maybe a little too much. And, you know, maybe those people dress like pilgrims. Maybe they let their sideburns grow out and get really curly. And that's what I heard. That's not that hard to follow. Bruce kind of gives some level one takes because he's like an older gentleman. He's a lawyer. He spent all his life being a lawyer, working hard, making a family, which is great. But how much does he know about what's really going on with our country? How much does he know about who really controls our country and the world, right? Because our country is like the best in the world. Anyway, I have a feeling Kanye knows more about, you know, who's really conducting what than Bruce Rivers. And I love Bruce Rivers. Good YouTube channel. But wait till we get to his legal advice. That's where he really kills it. But whenever he gives his opinion on other things, it's sort of like the same as any other boomer. It's like, okay, boomer, bro, you're not really plugged in.
This is what I'm trying to tell you. Jesus Christ, Hitler, yay. Third party, sponsor that, nigga. Yeah. Bring your sponsorships to that. Because it's going to be niggas that feel exactly like me. I don't give
Jesus Christ, Hitler, and yay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Dream team.
these are the rants. The rants of somebody who's not well. Now, that's all and well and good. You know what? You have your clothing store. You want to fuck with your employees. You want to do that kind of stuff. That's just all well and good.
Nigga, don't say me shit. Nigga, I'm by myself in this motherfucking room, nigga. Everybody shut the fuck up. Hey, shut the fuck up. Let me tell you something right now. Just the fact that you ain't listening to me, it's ain't none of y'all niggas with me. I'm by my fucking self. Cause ain't none of
Just the fact that y'all don't listen to me is sin. Maybe you're kind of crazy when you're saying that.
y'all niggas stand up for me. Ain't nobody stop. It's shut up. Be quiet before you get exiled. Like so I'm saying this.
Quiet before you get exiled. Yo, imagine being a woman and interrupting Kanye West during a rant as funny as this one. Are you out of your mind? I don't know why he didn't exile her right there. That's how you know he's a open-minded individual.
So he says,
Exile that
she
bitch.
says, you're not God. And he says, be quiet before you get exiled. You know, and then on the other video,
Who's
you heard him
doing that?
say, you know, Jesus, Hitler, yay. Now, at some point, when somebody shows you who you are, as Maya Angelou says, believe them, you know. But, you know, in the Phillips case, Phillips is one of his employees at this Donda school. And saying that he treated black employees worse than white employees.
Oh.
Screamed and berated employees while he never raised his voice or his tone at white staff.
How do you never yell at white
Spewed
people?
hate, professes anti-Semitic tropes and lies, threatening LGBTQ community.
Let me tell you this, dude. When I have a big company, let me tell you, I treat my employees right. But if they're fucking up, I'm yelling at them. I don't care if they're black. I don't care if they're white. I don't care if they're gay. I don't care if they're straight. I don't care if they're Jewish. Because I'm not hiring Jews. No, I'm just kidding. I'll hire anyone who can get the job done. But I'm definitely going to lay into them as soon as they start fucking up. Huh? Equal opportunity yeller and employer. That's me. That's Lou stuff. Shipping your shit fast, getting you what you need, and yelling at your ass if you're fucking up in the company. Because we gotta ship this shit out fast and get people what they need. So we can't be fucking around, huh?
Threatening LGBTQ community. In other words, he hates Jews. Says he's God, as you just heard. He says he's God. I mean, would have an
I am God.
operation to grow cotton.
What? What?
Would have he had an operation to grow cotton.
No way.
And he didn't make the white people grow cotton.
No way, bro. No way. Kanye put a bunch of blacks in a field to pick cotton. Y'all gonna pick like the good old days. Oh my God, who else is doing that? Is it right? We can argue about that. But is it funny as fuck? Funnier than anything else I've heard of lately. Absolutely. Oh my God, dude. I miss the old Kanye. No, I'm just joking. This Kanye is plenty funny, dude. Kanye's a goat because he never changes, bro. He never fails to tell you how it is in his opinion and doesn't really give a shit how you feel about it. That's why liberals don't like him. But, you know what I mean? People that know what they're doing, they like him. Because better an honest, crazy man that's kind of crazy sometimes than someone who just makes sense all the time. Has a good opinion, good sounding, friendly opinion all the time. But behind closed doors, they're meeting in the woods. They're doing sacrifices with children, your children, and then they're eating those children. That's what liberals do. Not all of them, but you'd be surprised, a lot of them. But allegedly. Anyway, Kanye is funny as fuck.
Made threats to Jewish people. Says, I'm a bit slippy, but when I wake up, I'm going to go DEFCON 3 on the Jewish people. He really doesn't like the Jews.
Uh-oh.
Lost leases to 2 properties due to anti-Semitism.
Whoa. I killed this. It was tasty. But yeah, maybe 500 calories max. I am not satisfied. I'm gonna keep eating. I'll be right back. Please follow my Instagram. See what you can buy from me. Because you'd be surprised. I have a lot of shit that you might need. It's really just to help you guys out. I see a lot of y'all with bad outfits. No swag. I'm a practical guy. So whatever you need, I might just have. Look, I just put a belt, suede shoes, have not suede shoes, all kinds of shit. You just scroll down my page, all kinds of shit. Anything you like, you can comment on it, or just send me a message. Let me know where you're at. If you're not in Miami, like a poor person, no, I'm just joking. You can let me know where you're at and be like, send it here. And if you pay as much as I have listed on the caption or more, you know, you can cash at me. You can just buy it from my Depop page, whatever, dude. Cereal, protein powder, peanut butter. Someday, after a few more loose stuff sales, after a few more packages are shipped out from Depop, I'm gonna have so much money that I could have the cereal and then one of those glass bottles of milk. So I can pour up the milk as necessary, because sometimes I put like too little milk. I know the cereal's dry as fuck, and I can stand that. Or if there's something you don't see that you want to see, send me a message. Let me know what you want and what you want to pay, and I might just be able to find it. Because that's what I do. That's loose stuff. I'll shop for you for just a small fee. Anyway.
Promises of $100 an hour, but didn't pay it. Preached to his staff obscenities such as, the Jews are out to get me, and the Jews are stealing all my money. You just heard you talked about the hospitals and who owns the hospitals. In front of the school children, he says he only likes to date white women. Wanted the school children to shave their head, that he intended to put them in jail if they misbehaved, and they would lock them up in cages.
Dude, the staff quickly distracted the children and escorted them out of the room. You know what that sounds like? I might be misremembering, but once you said shaved head, if y'all are new here, this is a movie about a concentration camp. Doesn't that sound a whole lot like this? Shaved head, in jail? Come on now. Oh man, did I fuck up? Yeah. Come on, Kanye. Is Kanye trying to make a concentration camp? That's kind of what this sounds like. I'm laughing because that's what I do when I'm shocked. I'm not. This is not funny if that's what's going on. But I don't think so. Come on, Kanye. You're not that crazy. Is it?
It's one thing to have your own company and barcode orders and be rude pages.
What is this? Kanye also told the employees in the meeting that no staff could be fat. Hey! I'm kind of with that. Look, call me crazy, but I think people who are in shape are just, like, sharper. Healthy body, healthy mind? I don't know. Coincidence? I don't know. Maybe I'm not onto something, but I don't know. Otherwise, he would fire them. Who else is doing that? Come on now.
It's one thing to have your own company and barcode orders and be rude, and if the adults want to, you know, deal with that, great. But it's quite another when you involve children. I'll tell you more about that because there are regulations that you have to adhere to. But he says Hitler was a good person. Jewish people are bad and they run America, and Chinese people run them. The Zionists.
Ooh, is that how it goes?
Jews are out to get me. They are part of human.
I mean, is he wrong?
Sex trafficking. The Jews are working with Adidas to freeze up my money and to try to make me broke. The Jews can't stop me. Adidas can't stop me. I will be the richest person in the world. You know what we call that? Those are delusions of grandeur. You know, that's the product of mental illness.
What? But see, this is where you lose me, Bruce. Kanye is definitely one of the richest people in the world, bro. Well, maybe not. He definitely has the potential to be if he's not already. When was this? 2 months ago? Okay, I'm not seeing any black people. Later. I'll do it later.
Plaintiffs, that means Haley and Byers, were the only female African American teachers.
Yeah.
They noted multiple safety and health violations. The Donda Academy doesn't have a properly disciplinary system, as students were subject to being severe bullying.
Dude, that's a big win, bro. The fact that kids aren't allowed to bully each other at normal school is whack, bro. That's why kids are so soft. Yo, I thought kids were soft when I was growing up. Now they look tough as nails compared to the kids I meet now, bro. I mean, dude, like I was never really bullied, but when dudes would just call me names and shit a bit every now and then. But I got hard on them boys real quick, boss. I mean, I never really gave a shit what people said about me, dude. And anytime a man tried to put his hands on me, I let him know that wasn't gonna fly. And yeah, that's how people know their place.
Students slapping each other. Didn't have any janitorial service.
Bruh, are we saying students shouldn't slap each other at school?
You need to leave!
Maybe that's when the teachers gotta yell at them. But a little bullying, that's just part of school. If you don't want bullying, homeschool your kids and then discipline them yourself. But eventually they're gonna have to be out in the world with their peers. And you can't get along with everyone, bro. So bullying's just like a warm-up for just being a person in the world with other people that you're not gonna always see eye to eye with. You gotta figure out how to handle disputes. You're not always gonna have a teacher stepping in and doing it for you. That's how kids get soft. Duh. I'm glad I went to public school. As shitty as it was, I'm glad, dude. Because I dealt with dickheads early on. So when I became an adult and I saw some dickhead shit going on, at that point I already knew, okay, if this isn't the kind of dickhead shit I like to involve myself with, I gotta leave and find some other dickheads that are my kind of dickheads. Or I could stay here and eventually battle it out with these dickheads. I'm a non-violent person, so I typically chose to vacate the silly dickhead territory. Because what am I doing in a dickhead territory? I'm a wonderful guy, you know what I'm saying? That's a good life skill, knowing when to leave, knowing when to stay, knowing when to fight. And I think a lot of kids learn that in school.
No janitorial services.
Okay, that's wild.
Did not have a school nurse on staff. Did not follow nutritional guidelines. And why is that? It's because they only fed them fucking sushi. Sushi.
What?
Their bill was like $10,000 a month in sushi. Tell me what kids really like sushi. Not many.
Okay, as a personal trainer, this is my biggest issue. This and not having a janitor or a school nurse, that's bugging, dog. Eating only fish is not only a waste of money, but the food with the most plastic in it is fish, dude. You're gonna get these kids sick at some point. And God forbid, like, the sushi is bad. I mean, he's probably getting the world's finest sushi, right? $10,000 a month on sushi. But God forbid when the chef fucks up, these kids get food poisoning, you're like upping the risk for that type of shit. And that's not a balanced diet, is it? I mean, there's some vegetables in the mix, but it's just a waste of money, dude. Why not feed the kids steak? If you're gonna feed them some celebrity fucking food. Sushi. Bro, only sushi? What the fuck? None of the kids were allergic to fish? That's so funny though. What the fuck? Sushi for school lunch is wild, bro. Those kids are gonna be spoiled shoot up to school, bro. That's what I'm saying. You can't treat people, especially children, too well.
They like peanut butter and jelly. Didn't have any security precautions.
Huh?
No cleaning staff. No cleaning products containing chemicals, so teachers were only allowed to clean with acid water and microfiber towels. There were no trash cans outside of the classroom or the kitchen. I mean,
how's that work?
How is he qualified to have any kind of school whatsoever? No protocol surrounding students with medical needs. like no EpiPen, that kind
No
of shit.
way.
I mean, there's a reason you have a school nurse. You know, when you're in their care, when you're in the care, custody, and control of the school, they're responsible for you, and they're responsible for what happened. Students were allowed to be picked up from campus by strangers. Fuck. Yeah, I'm gonna send my kid over to Kanye's class. I don't really give a shit who picks him up. You know, he'll be back next Thursday. I mean, come on. Let's see. Parents would bring their newborns to school, and that's not distracting.
Newborns.
And pass around the infants to others, including teachers. Well, geez, anybody want a communicable disease from an infant?
No. Yeah. Look, babies are cute and shit. I haven't really held one, but I don't desire to. Don't pass me your baby, bro. I get it. You just had a child. You're excited and shit. You pass it around to the whole school, bro. Ew, it's gonna sneeze on everybody. Babies vomit and shit. You want your baby vomiting on people? I sure don't want that shit around me, bro. Congratulations on your new addition to the human race. I'm so proud of you. But I don't want to be around your baby, bro. They're full of germs. They fucking start crying randomly, loud and annoying. Ew. It's a miracle. A gift from God. But I just do not have the patience to deal with that right now, bro. I would not want someone passing me their baby, bro. I'm telling. If I wanna hold your baby, I'll ask. Until then, please don't assume like I wave to babies all the time. I see a baby outside. I'm like, hey baby, look at the baby. But these people are just like, oh, can I hold it? I don't get it, bro. They're ready to have one of their own. I'm not.
Let's see. Otherwise, strict rules and requirements that the school had no choice but to adhere to, such as didn't allow crossword puzzles or coloring sheets. Classes could not take place on the second floor, as West reportedly did not want children and staff going upstairs since he was reportedly afraid of stairs. What the fuck? Are you kidding me?
What?
Defendant did not want children to use forks or utensils.
Just chopsticks?
Probably because he's afraid of forks. Defendant was required West required that cups and bowls be the color gray. Defendant West did not allow the color in the classroom or artwork hung on the walls. Teachers and children were not allowed to wear jewelry because Defendant West reportedly did not like jewelry. Defendant West reportedly did not allow chairs, no chairs, so children had to sit on cushions and sit on the floor and had to eat on the floor. Everyone was required. Who the fuck would send their kid to this school? I mean, who would work for this guy, and who would? I mean, you'd have to be kind of nuts to. Oh, it's Kanye West. He'll become this. You know, I think it was billed originally as like an art school. You know, like a performance art school. Everyone was required to wear all black from head to toe. So were they when they had that cult where they all wore Nikes and then they all drank the Kool-Aid. Yeah, remember Heaven's Gate? Heaven's Gate, they all wore Nikes and they all wore the same outfit. You know, I mean, that's what it reminds me of.
Yeah, I feel like they were kind of drippy cold. Let's take a look at their swag real quick. Ooh, yeah. Which ones are these? Suicide Cult sneaker of choice, now on sale for $6K. These are actually some kind of weird Nikes. What the fuck? Bro, that's so wild. Dude, imagine getting your drip famous like this. Fucking you dead all covered up, bro. Fucking hell. Not that drippy.
Now, the school was physically locked from the outside during the school day. Well, that way, you know, you're guaranteed that you're locked in, I guess. Students weren't allowed to go outside. I mean, why would you need any sun anyway, you know? And why would you need to play on a swing set? Oh, why? Because he was afraid of swing sets, and they didn't allow swing sets. Students had to eat their lunch on the floor, and there were no tables. Because tables are scary, too.
Bro, no... What? No stairs, no chairs, no tables. How is Kanye afraid of furniture? Wasn't he like trying to be an architect or like do like design? Or was that just to bite Virgil?
Yeah, but here's the main thing is that when you have all these violations because schools have to adhere to. I don't even think they're still in business if I'm not mistaken. I hope they're not. But when you have a school, you have to adhere to certain regulations. The lunches have to meet certain dietary requirements. The facility has to meet certain requirements, like you have to have chairs and tables and shit. Think about you send your kid there, they don't fucking clean up, because all they have is microfiber towels and
Bro.
maybe a little acid water.
Its current operating status is unknown. That's what I was wondering. Like, is it still? Could someone still enroll their children?
Don't clean the floors, and then you're forced to eat on those floors. The healthy meal of sushi on a dirty floor. So, but here's why this is a problem, because when these plaintiffs started complaining about it, he retaliated against them, and throughout the entirety of the employer, paychecks were ultimately were untimely or inaccurate. Plaintiffs' paychecks would often be approximately $1,800 to $2,700 per pay period. Plaintiffs complained to Donda Academy about their failure to pay them wages, and they retaliated against them. They were terminated. Plaintiffs formed the belief they were terminated as retaliation for their complaints. So, let's see. There are several students with bullying issues that remain unaddressed. Plaintiff buyers complained that the students who became violent should be expelled from Donda Academy, and those needs weren't met, or those concerns weren't addressed.
Yeah, because Kanye's
So-
a bitch.
And so they're suing for an unspecified amount of damages plus punitive damages. What are punitive damages? You remember the E. Jean Carroll case where he got like $60 million in punities? Punitive damages are not compensatory. They are damages meant to send a message, to punish the defendant and send a message publicly, basically. And if you just give like $5,000 to a guy like Kanye West, who's a billionaire, in punitive damages, you don't really send that message. So if any of these people are part of the LGBTQ community, and Kanye's you hear he makes all kinds of things about Jews and gays, and he's making comments like that. Well, they're protected class. So similarly, if you're African American, you can be discriminated against by another African American based upon your race. And if that's going on, those are real problems. Now, how would I feel if I was representing Kanye? I would actually probably love it, to be honest with you, because I think it would be so funny to represent him just because he's so crazy. He had something going on a while back. So around the time that my office partner is a pretty well-known lawyer. His name is Joe Friedberg. And around the time the George Floyd stuff was going on, Kanye was making all kinds of problems, and he was having trouble with Adidas, I think, at the time. And so Joe offered, he somehow got his cell phone number and texted him.
What?
And the minute he said his name was Friedberg, Kanye said something like, "You're a Jew and I don't want to talk to you," or something like that. He's just got to be the most difficult person. And by the way, Kanye, if you're going to watch this, I'm Roman Catholic, so I think we're good there. If you want me to help you out, I'm not really soliciting you for a client. But it would be fun because, number one, he's got a shit ton of money.
No.
And you could do all kinds of creative things, legally speaking, that you couldn't do otherwise. But he still would be, a loose cannon. You let him testify. What's going to happen? And I don't know what's going to happen with these two lawsuits.
Bro, Kanye on the stand?
Real damages are probably not that high, to be honest with you. They're probably, for you and I, they'd be significant. But for him, they're not going to be that much. I mean, if they'd be $1 million, I'd be shocked. When you look at Kanye West, and we're going to, show you, well, when you look at Kanye West and his antics are absolutely fine just out in the public domain. Let the market dictate what's happening to him. But when you all of a sudden involve children and you have a school that you're supposed to be doing X, Y, and Z, and you're not doing it, that's a real problem. Some of this could even be criminal neglect. I just don't know how he gets by that. So, if any of this, I mean, this stuff could be totally bullshit. I have no idea. I doubt it, because you can see how he is. He thinks he's God, and he calls himself God. You got Jesus, Hitler, and Ye.
Bro, but there's no way they weren't cleaning the school. Kanye's not that silly, right?
I mean, what the fuck is that? Honestly, I think it can be universally known that Hitler was not a nice guy. Make sure that you don't treat your Jewish brothers and sisters like Kanye does. I have a lot of Jewish friends, and
that's a bit
they're
much.
all fantastic people. And also, don't discriminate. Be nice to everybody.